Hello to distance learning again, where we are going to do our Matilda comprehension packet for chapters 9 and 10. If you have not listened to these chapters yet, please stop this video and move on and go back to the video where I read these out loud to you. So we're going to do this comprehension sheet. Pause this video as many times as you need to, answer your question, and then move on to then hit play and you can move on to the next question. Okay? So chapters 9 and 10. First, we're going to do our quick write. So have you ever gotten in trouble with your parents or with a teacher? What happened? I need 2 sentences here. So your first sentence could tell me, yes, I have gotten in trouble. And then next sentence, what happened? Or you could say, no, I have not gotten in trouble. And just explain that a little further for me. So 2 sentences for that one. So pause here and then hit play when you are done with your 2 sentences. Okay, we are moving on to our vocabulary section. Our 3 words today are right here. Word number 1 is resolutely. Now, resolutely means like you're determined to do something. Like, I am going to do this. It's going to happen next time. So you're very determined. Next is bellow. Bellow means to like yell super loud. Like you're very, very loud. You're yelling something. And our last word for today is enthralled. Enthralled means like you can't look away, like you're so into what you're watching or seeing, or you're so engaged in it, you just can't look away from it. So those are our 3 words. Now taking those, we need to put them in the correct blank. So number 1, it is impolite to shout or blank in a church, my mother told me. So this word is going to mean the same thing as shout. So which one of these means to shout? Resolutely, bellow, or enthralled? Number 2, I'll win the game next time, William said. So you say that resolutely, like he's determined to do it. Bellow, like he said it loudly. Or enthralled, like he can't look away. And number 3, the child was blank by the magical story, and she stayed up way past her bedtime to read it. So she stayed up past her bedtime because she just couldn't stop reading it. Did she do that resolutely? Did she bellow? Or was she enthralled? So write those on the correct lines, pause whenever you need to, and then hit play when you're ready. Okay. Next is our sequencing. So you're going to need to put these in order of what happened first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So you're labeling them. They're all out of order right now, and put them in order of what happened first, put a 1 next to it. What happened next in our story, put a 2, and so on until you get to the last thing that happened that we read and put a 5. So here are our events. Miss Honey visits Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood are impolite to Miss Honey. Miss Trunchbull throws Amanda. Hortensia tells Matilda and Lavender stories about Miss Trunchbull. Miss Honey gets many advanced books and gives them to Matilda to study. So which one of those happened first? Put a 1 next to it. What happened next? Put a 2. And what happened last? So I'm going to give you a hint on this one, which it might be easy for you. I'm going to give you number 1. Number 1 is right there. Okay? So you all have number 1. Do the rest on your own. Okay, flipping over to the next page, we have our comprehension questions. These are the writing ones. Depending on how nice I feel today and how the questions look, I might not make you do them all, or I might make you do them all. Who knows? Okay, number 1. Summarize the conversations that occur between Miss Honey and Matilda's parents. So tell me kind of how that conversation went. Was it a really good conversation where Miss Honey came and shared how she felt about Matilda and the parents were like, oh my gosh, you're right? Or was it kind of a not so great conversation where people yelled at each other and weren't nice to each other? So I need 2 sentences on this one. Pause the video, write your 2 sentences about how that conversation with Miss Honey and Matilda's parents went. Did it go well or did it not go so well? So pause the video here, write your 2 sentences, and then hit play when you're ready to move on to number 2. Number 2. Why are the students so frightened of Miss Trunchbull? Tell at least 3 reasons. So the last sentence tells you how many sentences I want. I want 3 sentences. 3 sentences. Okay? Why are the students so scared of Miss Trunchbull? So they give a lot of examples and they kind of share some stuff, especially when they're talking to Hortensia. Why are they scared of Miss Trunchbull? What does she do? So I need 3 complete sentences. So you could say Miss Trunchbull did this. Miss Trunchbull did this. The last reason she did this. Okay? So tell why they are scared of her. Pause it here. 3 sentences on this one. I'm being tough on you today. And then hit play when you're ready to move on to number 3. Number 3. What happens to Amanda Thripp? I want you to write me 2 sentences or more if you need more about what happened to Amanda. How did she play into the story? What occurred with her? And kind of what happened in that. So I want you to write 2 sentences about what happened to poor Amanda Thripp. Okay, if you have any questions on this sheet or need any help, let me know. And you can call me or Mrs. Sibbald in Google Hangouts, and we can help you answering this. Or if you need me or her to reread anything, just call one of us. Our contact information is posted into your Google Classroom depending on who you see for reading. Some of you see me, Miss Preister. Some of you see Mrs. Sibbald. Go to your classroom, call them or me, and we can help you in any way possible. Take your time, neat handwriting, please, and don't just guess. I'm going to be looking over these when you turn them all in, so I'll be looking at the work we complete. Okay? I hope everything's going well, and keep working away on your distance learning stuff. Bye.